So let's talk Warzone overall. Katie, I really like the point you made there about how this is a really good content play, though, because for all intents and purposes, Warzone does create great content, right? I mean, you create good content with Warzone. Lots of people create good content with Warzone, right? Like, so I think from the league's perspective, why not capitalize on that? And let's go so far as to talk about what Scump even said, which is Warzone saved Modern Warfare. He's going so far as to say, if not for the Warzone mode, Modern Warfare would be a chalked game, and 2020 would not be spoken about at all. I'm paraphrasing here. This isn't exactly what he said, but you know, the vibe is there. We wouldn't be talking about Modern Warfare in 2020 in future years to come. Is this a fair statement, Katie?
Yeah, I think it's a little dramatic, but I don't think Seth is wrong at all, because here's why. The wonderful thing is that Warzone is a fantastic BR as much as IW is attempting to like take away the good things in it. It's phenomenal. There's a reason that tens of millions of people are playing this, and the fact that it's free to play is such an incredible thing for people for the first time in Call of Duty to be able to come into this historic game franchise and play it for free. Warzone is so much fun. I absolutely love it. I hope they continue to iterate on it. But what it also does is mean that all we talk about is Warzone and not the problems with the actual multiplayer modes within this game, which is all we would be focusing on if Warzone wasn't here. We'd be talking about the spawns, we'd be talking about the maps, we'd be talking about the balance in the guns. Obviously, you still talk about that somewhat, but it's done a good job of hiding all of the glaring issues with the game by providing you something that's free and a ton of fun with a lot of promotion. So yeah, I would agree with what Scump had to say. I think Warzone definitely did save the game from a user standpoint, and also just kind of from a PR standpoint.
So Emily, a big thought that I have here is that we get a Call of Duty game every year, right? And I know that there are some people that still play Blackout and enjoy it, right? But at the end of the day, there's new releases that come out. It's not like Fortnite that is just continuously updated, but it's the same game. Apex Legends, same thing, right? How much longevity could Warzone possibly have with all of that being considered?
I think it's difficult to say, honestly, because I think Warzone is having a moment for a few reasons. One, Modern Warfare is a really polarizing game, I'd say, especially from a competitive standpoint, because IW doesn't care about competitive. So you're always going to have that push-pull with the actual COD game. But then Warzone's having an amazing moment because, Katie's point, it's free to play. You don't need to have purchased stuff in Modern Warfare to be able to play it. And additionally, I do think it coincided with a lot of streaming personalities and traditional sports athletes and all these people being stuck at home. Warzone is something that is really easy to play, right? Like, even if you're bad, you can just go in, you play, you have fun. It's something that anyone can do, which is why we've seen so many charity tournaments. Like, they're not playing other games, they're playing Warzone because Warzone is easy and it's fun and it's visually intuitive. Like, you can watch a Warzone tournament and understand what's happening, right? Like, it's not difficult to understand.
Yeah, survive until the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy. I just shoot people.
Maybe that's why Katie doesn't want to play Warzone with me anymore, because I do not survive until the end. We played once, and that was it. She's like, I'm done. I'm out.
She's sick of saving you, only to have you end up in the gulag and lose. Yeah.
Oh god, my gulag record is 5 and 700. Awful.
But I think that is actually why Warzone. I don't know if it'll be sticky through the years. But I do think it's sticky and really culturally prominent right now in a lot of spaces that, Call of Duty is such a popular game in the US that people, I think we kind of forget that covering the competitive scene. I know that sounds stupid, but because there's always this incredible tug of war over the game between competitive and casual, I think one of the reasons that Warzone is having a moment is because so many people play COD, so many people love COD. Including a lot of these traditional sports athletes and streaming personalities. And hey, guess what? Warzone's easy. It's free to play. It's fun. Like you can easily organize a ton of these charity like streaming events around it. So I think it's like a weird perfect storm of stuff that happened for Warzone to be super successful. But I don't know if that will extend to next year with whatever game we get. If they have a BR and it's not free to play, then Warzone I think will definitely like outlast the year.